Hello, Taurus. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to stop by and watch this January 2018 mid-month relationship reading. This reading is a general energy reading and will cover the remainder of January and beginning of February 2018. A general energy reading. It will not resonate with everyone. That being said, if you do like the excuse me, if you do like the way I read, you feel a connection with me and you would like to set up a private appointment, you can check out my website. That link is below in the description box, psychicgenb.com. Email me from there. If all you have is one quick question, hit me up on instago.com/psychicgenb.com. At this time, that is only available on the Apple app site. So I just want to point that out. If you have Android, you would not be able to download that app because it is an app. All right. And of course, I would like to thank my spirit guides for being here with me and helping me provide these readings, as I am a psychic medium and I do read the tarot cards psychically. Reading first part will be for Taurus that are single. Then we will have a second part for Taurus in a relationship. Please be sure to click that like button, and thank you so much for all of your subscriptions. If you are new to my channel, please be sure to subscribe. In the highest vibration of love and light, please give me positive insight for single Taurus for the remainder of January and the beginning of February 2018. Single Taurus need to know to help them. What information do you have for single Taurus? Whoa. Where you are. Where you'd like to be and how to get there. Interesting. So the Four of Pentacles is where you'd like to be. A place of solitude, a place of just about you. That's where you're heading right now. I mean, Four of Pentacles is about, it's a little bit about being greedy, and that's so interesting that that's where you're heading. Is all about yourself. It's about selfishness. So, okay. So it's also about control. So where you're heading is for control, but all of his money. So why are you hoarding yourself away here? That is your goal. I feel like perhaps even a goal of finding stability. So, okay. So my guides are saying that is your goal, is finding stability, finding who you are. And this is a journey you need to take alone. Because right now, you're just looking forward to this journey. You're focusing on this journey of finding who you are, this journey of really, it's about being alone. So I don't feel greed from this at all. I feel more of a good way where you're looking out for yourself because you are wanting to learn. You are wanting to be able to step out and have new experiences. And it's just about It's about knowing yourself, knowing who you are, finding your own inner stability before you can get out and, mingle, as it were, before you can commit yourself to anybody else. You need to find that commitment within. A lot of major players here. So I feel like we have parents here, the father and the mother. That I feel like something with their relationship or your relationship with them is holding you back from this journey that you are wanting to set on. It's holding you back from moving forward and exploring. You're just kind of in this you're in this holding pattern. They're blown I feel like they're kind of it's either them or you, somebody is kind of blowing this out of proportion, this journey that you're on. Maybe you're putting too much stock in this. Too many to-do items on your list to check off to get to where you're going. You're putting way much too much responsibility on yourself, and your parents here, they're looking at you and they're looking at the fact wanting to begin again, the fact that you are wanting to move forward, but they may be seeing it as is aren't very responsible. And so they might be being kind of hard on you right now. But your goal is to be responsible, to just do it, to just do it. Just do what you got to do to find your inner stability. To take, to get up on that horse and to take that trip on that horse and know where you have to go. But I do feel as though you're putting a little bit too much responsibility on yourself as far as you could cut that to-do list in half. I don't think it's going to be as hard as you think. And maybe that's why you're dragging your feet because you're like, well, I have all these expectations of myself, and it's going to be so hard to fulfill these expectations when those expectations actually need to be a lot smaller. And if you were to narrow down your self expectations, stop being so hard on yourself, it would be easier to accept that responsibility to get to where you're going. Things don't always work out the way we want. So we have to allow ourselves to be forgiving own selves. If things don't happen exactly to plan, we have to allow ourselves, you do, Taurus, single Taurus, you need to allow yourself room for error to complete your goals. Again, I'm hearing you're dragging your feet on this because you have too many expectations of yourself. So stop. You definitely need a whispers of love, because I feel like you're being way hard on yourself because you're not doing this. You're not moving forward the way you had planned just because of the pressure. And this could be pressure from your family. They have too many expectations, and you need to just say, hey, I'm my own person. I set my own expectations. Be a little selfish. Because being selfish isn't always bad. Single Taurus needs, whoa, excuse me. What information do you have to help our single Taurus on their trip? what I say, you have too many expectations on yourself. Ask for help. What is it you really need help with? Be willing to allow yourself the support you need. So, are you blocking your parents out, not allowing them to support you? Or these parent like figures, the king and queen? Are you not allowing help? Are you not allowing yourself to accept this? It is okay to ask others for help, to look up to your elders, your parents, advice. All right, let's just clear these real quick. Taurus in a relationship, the light and the shadow. The light will always be in the upright position, and the shadow will always be read in the reverse position. Person of love and light, please give me positive insight into Taurus that are in a relationship. What do Taurus in a relationship need to know about this relationship in the lights? Very interesting. Now for the shadow. Nice vibration of love and light. Please give me positive insight. What are our Taurus in the relationship keeping in their shadow? What needs to be addressed in the shadow of this relationship? These cards have the best images on them, but the card stock is horrible, and they're just a little too long for my hands. So if you can recommend a new black deck that I can work with for shadow, stick it in the comments. Because I love the images, but these just... they don't shuffle very well. Again, it could be because I have small hands, but look at this. The card stock sucks. All right, well, I don't like seeing the Three of Swords in your shadow. Let's look at the shadow first. The Eight of Cups and the Three of Swords definitely desire for emotional change. Definitely desire to let go of this pain that you've been holding on to over past events from either a previous relationship or your current relationship, because no relationship is perfect. There's ups and downs. So there could be this situation that you've gone through, and you just you're wanting to either regain what you used to have, which is impossible backwards. You can only move forwards and build this new relationship, but you're feeling and you're trying to ignore this. You're trying to just keep this in the shadow, this kind of betrayal that you've suffered, where you just I feel like you're trying to ignore the fact that you need healing. So it's almost like cheated and you're saying, okay, well, they said they won't cheat again. Let's just move forward. When what you really need to be saying is, well, why did they cheat? Let's go to therapy. Let's discuss this and let's figure out how to make our relationship better if that's what we're going to work on. I feel like you're just kind of saving face. You're putting on this face saying, oh, it happened. I forgive them. They forgive me, whatever it is. We're moving forward. But no, there isn't any real forgiveness here because you really haven't worked it out therapeutically, whatever this situation is. Cheating is just an example, okay? It could be over money, but I don't feel like it is because there are no pinnacles here. And bought a Corvette without saying anything to their partner, kind of thing. But I don't necessarily feel that. We have the Ten of Swords twice here. The Ten of Swords is also in the light. So there's, oh my gosh, swords, 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 swords. So this is something you think about all the time. I do feel as though that you are portraying one image, but you're always thinking about this. It's in your mind all the time. Again, whatever it is they did to deceive you, to break your heart, to suck the fulfillment out of your relationship. I mean, it could be that they're just so distant because they're always working or they're always on their cell phone playing games or they're always doing words with friends or whatever. But two Ten of Swords and the Devil. This is about really creating your own burden prison. So this own prison full of burdens, burdens that you're addressing, burdens that you're not wanting to addressing, or that you go back and forth, back and forth. Well, let's take care of it. No, let's ignore it. Let's take care of it. No, I'm going to fix this. No, I just, this isn't the right time. Lack of fulfillment, it weighs on you. It weighs on you. Excuse me. So there was deceit here, deceit that came out and deceit that you know about. And you are trying to move past this. Pisces had something similar. So if you're in a relationship with a Pisces, you may want to cross watch that video. Yeah, there is this desire for happiness. And whether your desire be with your partner or without your partner, there is a desire for happiness that you are not addressing. And since you're not addressing it, you've created your own little prison here. It's like, well, I'm just going to do this to get through today. I'm just going to do this to get through today. I just have to pretend for this family gathering that I'm happy. But this deceit it's out there. Everybody knows about it. And I feel like everyone wonders, well, are they working on it? Are they trying to fix it? But I don't feel like you guys really are. So, to move forward in the positive light, you need to release yourself of these burdens. You need to forgive. And whether this, your partner went and invested a bunch of money you didn't want to invest some in and lost it on you, or your partner is putting work first, you need to forgive them, not for them, but for yourself. Because releasing that energy and forgiveness will only bring you the positive feelings and vibrations that you as a soul need, Taurus. So I know this will not relate with everyone. This is a rough reading, but for those that it does relate with, I hope that this will help you. It will give you the acknowledgement that you're seeing whatever relationship this is, because this isn't necessarily a romantic relationship. Okay. This could be a different relationship. This, like if we were to look at this for work, it's like you feel as though you have to, everyone's looking at you to carry the weight, and you're not distributing the weight correctly. You're not entrusting your coworkers, delegating them to help you. You're creating a prison for yourself where you're closing yourself off from your coworkers. You're not communicating. You're not, and when I say not communicating, that means, not letting them know about an appointment, or, just, it's like you're closing yourself off because you've been hurt in the past by other coworkers. And now there's new ones that need your help, and you're closing yourself off from them. You're so focused on this past betrayal and control. You're wanting to control everything, that you're suffocating yourself by trying to control everything. I keep hearing you're not delegating. You're not delegating correctly. You're not allowing time for other people to develop. And you're the fact that you are trying to control everything, I feel as though you're not just suffocating yourself, but you're suffocating those around you. You're stifling their abilities to succeed. The best manager makes sure that all of his or her employees know how to run the whole store without him or her if they're not there. Sharing knowledge isn't going to hurt you, it's going to help you. I do feel like sharing knowledge in the past, and that's what you're afraid of. But you can't just close yourself off, because if you do, you'll have a miserable existence, which is what you have right now. You're just miserable because you're closing yourself off and not allowing yourself to trust. Trust again. You have to take the right steps to trust. I'm not saying just go in all willy-nilly. I'm saying really observe the situation from an objective view. Let the past taint your current view. And that is favorite chicken. What additional information do you have for Taurus in a relationship? One jumper, please. Taurus in a relationship. There we go. Focus on love. Look for the good attributes in each and every person of your life. Don't focus on the people from your past. Focus from the people that are currently in your life. See all the good that is within each and every individual. Taurus, thank you again for taking time out to watch this video. I do hope this information is helpful to you because I feel as though that you are still in that uphill journey, single or in a relationship. I do feel as though you are in an uphill journey centering around relationships right now. It is time for you to put down the burdens and allow yourself to be loving and accepting of yourself, to live in the now. Past. You can plan for the future tomorrow, but to live in the now for today.